Hey, good morning, Optimist. Today is Friday, September 6th, 2024, and I'm having a little bit of lag on my computer. So, hopefully it doesn't affect our trading or even the stream, but just something I was experiencing just in the setup process here. This is about 6:50 or so. Missed my 6:45 rip. Got it. But before we jump into the charts, let's of course check the news for the day. Very important. Part of our daily trading ritual, or DTR, if you would like. All right, so we had average hourly earnings, average weekly hours, government payrolls, manufacturing payrolls, non-farm payrolls, participation rate. What is that? The civilian labor force participation rate is the number of employed and unemployed but looking for a job as a percentage of the population age 16 and over. Only 62.7% of people in America are either employed or looking for a job age 16 or older. That means almost 40% of people are unemployed and not looking. Crazy. Crazy. Fed Williams speech at 5:45, 7 o'clock. We've got total vehicle sales. Yet again, this has been on every single day, and just for whatever reason keeps getting pushed. That's weird. But it's been on every day this week. Still not there. So 7 o'clock we got total vehicle sales, and we got a Fed Waller speech at 8, and then some oil stuff at 10. So having said all that, let's go ahead and take a look at the chart. All right, so ES down at 55.10-ish or so. Yesterday was a crazy day with a ton of sell-off. So let's see, where's the open? All right, there's 6:30. There's the open right there. Got a little pop at the open, and currently pulling back towards it. Does look pretty, rather, like, I would say bullish on the day. We're above the volume weighted average price. 200 is below the VWAP. So I'm not going to say bullish necessarily, but this does look like a decent ABCD pattern. We do have TTM at negative 3.5. Obviously, I'd want to see a cyan switch on that. That's on the 1 minute side. Let's take a look at the 10-second side here. And on the 10-second side, we're just below the volume weighted average price. We just got a downward cross on the 5200 back here. We had an attempt at it during the ABCD pattern setup. So what I'm going to be looking for on the 10-second side is a cyan switch on the 10-second and a push up towards probably 55.20, maybe 55.16 or so. The resistance up here at 20. Let's get TopStep X up. Okay, let's kind of shrink this out a little bit, move this out. All right, so I am looking for that. We're kind of right. So where's the opening range? We're here at 55.13. Okay. We got 2 contracts.
Order filled.
A bit long there. I'm looking for an exit up here at 15. Is that my exit? 14. Looking for an exit at 14. Opening range is 13. I'm going to drop this down to, I want this down here at 13 on the opening range. Pulling back. I don't like that pullback. I think I bought this a little early because we did not get our cyan switch. Definitely bought it early. Oh, well, yeah, down 450. Holy crap. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to cut this.
Order filled.
$600 loss on that. Actually, $650. So that definitely takes the P&L and the account down. It took about half of our P&L away. That sucks. I felt kind of weird about trading today, so I'll slow down. Take a look at this chart here. And I'm just going to watch it. I'll just sit for a while. Not great risk management on that. 2 reasons. Number one, I entered into the trade too early. I should have waited for my full-on move. And number 2, I didn't cut it within $200, which is the range I'm trying to cut everything within. Negative 4.1 on TTM, and this is pulling back now to 5,500. Looks like we're going to be waiting for 7 o'clock. Might see a rip at 7. It's about 5 minutes away. That's quite the sell-off there. So pulled all the way back to VWAP, coming back some. I don't trust this just yet. Long way to go to trust this, and I got a long way to go to come back on my account. So we'll take our time. 5 minutes out till 7. I'm gonna eat my teriyaki, which I made for breakfast. I don't know if this can come back in 3 minutes. We'll see. It's kind of riding the VWAP along support at 5,500. Market's down on the day about 1/4 of a point. I'm watching the 1 minute chart right now. Kind of looking for that VWAP bounce. There's a little bit of it there. I don't want to see this dip below VWAP or below 5,500. Currently negative 6.9 or so on TTM on the 1 minute chart. 10-second chart just can't seem to get its breakout. It's looking a little like there's some potential here, but nothing just yet. TTM -1. There's the rejection. So double bottom support off 5,500 at the 1 minute VWAP, and obviously at 5,500 too. I'm not willing to test that support level as a buy. I want to see the crossovers. I want to see the change in the chart. I want to see positive buying pressure. -8.4 on TTM. If we do pull back any more than this, 95 has got to be the stop point. For after that, it's like I think we're gonna be in very bearish territory. 54.95. We're pretty much in bear territory right now. 0.27, so the trend is obviously downward on the day. I wouldn't necessarily say this is trading in a range either. Kind of funny. Fridays are usually pretty bullish. But this is a very bearish setup here at the moment. Even a little bit of a bear flag right there. TTM now at negative 10.2. What's up, Kevin? Good to see you. Thanks for joining up. Appreciate you. Yeah, so we dropped below 94, so that was a bear flag, by the way. Big sell-off there at 7 o'clock. I don't really know if we can reverse off this anymore. Seems like we're stuck in bearish territory now. Opening range is now at the 200 moving average on the 10-second chart, so that's 55.13. See if we bounce off this 94, 95 area. We hit as low as 91. Bet we pop right here. Whoops. I don't have enough confidence to take the trade, though. Nine is still below 12. We still haven't got a sign on switch yet. Been complete resistance on it. Still pushing up, though. All right, I'm gonna join the
Order filled.
for an exit up here. Look for the exit at 49.50. I think I missed the whole run. Let's see. There's a sign on switch there. You see a cross. I want to see 5,500. Which is my exit point, by the way. I think a lot of people are actually going to try to get out of 5,500. So I might drop this down just to 49, just in case it's wonky. I don't like this pushback here. Damn, you get a quarter. Yeah, crap. Okay. I'm gonna put this reel down then. Try and get out with just like 2 ticks. We should have already popped.
Order filled.
Okay, got out with like just $50. We might pop now. 49 was my intended exit. And there's 49, so I still don't trust it enough. Getting some volatility here on like just can't. It's like really struggling at the like the 55. Just like right in that zone. 99. No, sorry, I kept saying 49. So we got 912 crossover here on the 15-second chart. We never got the 912.26 on the 15-second. So we'll see what happens with that. But right now, this big sell-off here, rejection at that level, doesn't give me a lot of confidence. This never tapped 5,500, hit 49 and a quarter. So I guess I would have been safe keeping it at 49, but that's like really like a really challenging trade, you know. So we made a little bit of money back. We still got a long way to go just to get back to break even, but that's okay. We've done this before and we've been successful at it. So we'll just take our time. It'll be all right. 55.95, nice big pop there. That's what I want to see. That gives us confidence for a run back up towards like 55.07 area. A little bit of confidence anyway. I'm not going to say full on confidence. I do want to check this 1 minute chart. Don't really have a lot of time to check it, but I do want to. Negative 13 on TTM. Okay, I said I didn't have a lot of time just in case that happened to just rip straight up. Sometimes that happens. We're currently at 7:05 in 30 seconds. So VWAP at 55.01 on the 1 minute side. TTM at negative 13.5. Kind of extended on the TTM on the downside. You may pull all the way back down to 86 though. It's the bottom of that Bollinger Band. I don't see these bands squeezing together just yet. Negative 13.5 on TTM, not 13.4. We're about 40 seconds on this candle, so that's going to be a minute. Or, well, 40 seconds, but it'll be a little while. So it did sell off. Like I said, the bottom of the band is down here at about 86. Continued sell off. Bottom of the band's at 85. Negative 13.8 on TTM. I don't see this coming back up anytime soon. Like to see some people take some profit though, and have this thing push back up. We got a ways to go in order to get back to green, so we'll just take our time. If y'all chilling and hanging out, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell for noties. I do appreciate it. Little pop there, negative 12 on TTM1. Some pop up, negative 2.8. 9's below 12 on 10 second. All right, 9 getting above 12 now, and getting above green here for a second. I don't trust it just yet. 50 moving average is a big resistance level. Rejects often. This does look like there's a breakout inbound. 9 is above 12. No crossover just yet. There is a cyan switch on TTM. We are below the 50 moving average though. like I said, you can see here and here and here, that area rejects often. So 1.1 now positive on TTM. Some fluctuation on both sides. I'm going to wait for the 9 and 12 to get above this 35 moving average here. We do that back here? No. Yeah, so if I can see this 35 get above the 50, some of these other ones get above like 35 or whatnot, then we'll actually see, I think we'll actually see a real breakout to the upside if these moving averages do the cross. If they don't, we're just going to likely continue in bearish movement for quite some time. 54.90, continued sell-off pretty much all week, or at least the last like 3 days. Let's take a look at the 15-minute chart. Oh yeah, this was called out on the 15-minute chart a long time ago. Way back here. We're at 56.50 area. Long way to go on that 15-minute chart too towards breakout. The resistance really was up there at the 200 moving average. Let's jump over to 30-minute. And back to 5. 5-minute, we're actually pretty close to a 5200 cross. As you can see, we got pretty close, and the TTM began to sell off. We had this continued sell off here. But that right there, that 5200, that could spell a nice upward move. I'd be looking at 5520 as resistance, since that's where the top of the 15-minute 200 moving average is. Pulling back now to the 80s. And it's 7-Eleven. Go grab your Slurpees. Negative 9.5, 9.6-ish area on TTM. It's just very bearish. We're hella in bearatory. Not really seeing any trades to take either that fit my strat. Wish I didn't take that first one, which was really like, what was that, right here? Yeah, I was looking for that like move, like the ABCD pattern up. Didn't go nowhere. Well, it went down is where it went. Stepping outside of the Bollinger Band, making some continued push downward. Band is at 85, so really 85 is like the lowest I want to see this thing go. We go that, below that, we might end up in like a panic sell. Negative 9.2. Long way to go towards any sort of trading that fits me. I feel like I should be shorting today. Don't fight the trend, you know? Sometimes, man, when I take shorts, it just seems like it takes 1,000 years for the trade to actually drop. And then, like, I end up reducing my take profit, and then it drops. Not a lot of price action. It's like kind of, like, I mean, it's moving a lot, but there's not a lot of price action. Negative 4.7 on TTM 10. 5502 and 89. We're about $10 away from this cross. We do see the Bollinger Bands kind of beginning to squeeze together a little bit on the 10 second. We see a reversal on this. It might be like around like 740-ish. Okay, what else we got going on here? Close to the sign switch again. That hasn't been great for us just yet. 9 is about 12. Might get a little push here. So 35 is still below the 50. So, you know, I mean, they can't really trust this breakout just yet. Or I can anyway. I do see a 9-12-26 cross on the current candle, not on the closed candle. And I do see cyan on the TTM. $35 and $50 are about $1 apart. This 35 and 50 is going to give us that call out ahead of time of the reversal. Of course, if it moves really fast, then it might happen later. It'll just give us confirmation, not call out. Big sell-off again. Now hitting 80s, like 83, 82. Market down around $30, about a half a point. I had a great day for me. Just kind of boring. Obviously, it's not boring. There's plenty of price action, but just nothing that fits my strategy just yet. I'm gonna need to start shorting. $35 and $50 are about $1.20 apart. All these shorts are going to have to take profit at some point. And buyers will step in when they see value at some point too. Might not happen today though. Negative 3.8 on the TTM. Fair amount of volatility here. Big spike. Still about $1.20 on the 35.50 cross. We'll see if 80 holds. I see a 5200 cross on the downside on approach on the 1 minute. Negative 7.5 on TTM. Pop up to 86 from 80. EMA 35 and 50 are about $1 apart from each other. Finally getting above the 50. Could reject here. We'll see. $7.19. About 10 minutes out to 7:30. $9 looks like it's on approach above the 35. Is looking better. Gonna join the bid here.
Order filled.
Gonna exit up here. I'll put my exit a little less aggressive than this. $9 is now above the 50. Whoa, don't sell off on me. That's our entrance. Entrance is at 88. I don't love that entrance. That's too much sell off there. $9 dip back below the 50. We may have to cut this. Yeah, oh shit, we gotta cut this. Excuse me. Didn't mean to swear.
Order filled.
We're out. Loss of 11.19 on the day. So damn, that gave up almost all of our profits in the account today. That's too bad. I worked pretty hard this week on that. Pretty bad win-loss ratio today. Total P&L in the account went from in the 1300s down to 150. So we gave up 1191 on the day. Our first losing day in this account so far. It's finally beginning to rip. This was the actual rip I was looking for. Just came right back. Now I don't trust this thing, man. Just don't trust this. Yeah, we're getting these like near rips. All right, 9 is above 12, which is above the 50. Cyan switch, a lot of volatility here, man. Look at that. Freaking bull traps. Or bear traps, rather. That's twice. This almost never happens where the 9 gets above the 50 and then it fails. That's really rare. I've not even really seen it do that. $5,200 on approach. It's what? $12 away? That's not even on approach. That's hella far. Massive sell-off just now. Tempted to short this, but it's already sold off.
Order filled.
Drop.
Order filled.
Okay, made $50. I want to take bigger trades, but when it like does this like doji bottom out and all this other kind of crap, like I just never know if it's gonna like go like right back up, especially on shorts. There's the actual move down. That was the move I was looking for. Oh, that was a 5,200 cross on the 1 minute side. Wow. How could I have missed that?
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, made another short back. Down 978 on the day, but made some profit just now. I actually don't know how much that trade was. It was my biggest winner, I guess, of the day. So we made 300 total back in our account or so. Anyway, back to the trading. Pushing towards the lows now. Wow, big sell-off all the way down at 65. Market's down almost 1%. Making new lows here. Or at least new lows right now. Might get a bounce up to the 9 EMA at 76. Would be a pretty big bounce, actually. It's outside of the Bollinger Band, so my thing is that we're going to bounce up a little bit and then pull back, like drop more. So the bounce up, I'll be looking for a rejection maybe off of 70 or 75. 75 is kind of a stretch, because that'd be like a $10 rip up. Enjoy the ask here.
Order filled.
Drop my order down a little bit. Yeah, it's looking to want this to drop down. The low is at 63.25. Trying to get out at 64. Having too much support here.
Order filled.
There's the drop. Again, took a tiny profit, another $50. That's the move I was looking for. That's what I'm saying with shorts, man. It's like it just does this like delay thing, delay before it finally rips. Longs don't seem to work that way. When long rips, it's like, all right, we're ready to rip. Here we go. I'm learning on shorts. Low down at 62.5 or so. Shorts are frustrating, man. Either way, I still gotta learn them or get better at them. Long trading is just easier for me, but when you don't have that trend, you gotta find a way to adapt or just not trade. Sometimes you're going like weeks without trading, if that's the case. So, but the short thing, man, the thing that really trips me up a lot with shorts is like, I'll see the move and I'll be right about the move, but the entrance, like I'll get in and then it'll just like stall out for like 2-3 minutes before it finally moves. And a lot of times it'll have like this like a lot more like buyer support or look like it. So it looks like it's gonna rip back up and then it will dump. As opposed to longs where it's like it sort of gives like a lot more call outs. I feel like it's easier to trade long than short, at least for my own self. When I look at the charts, when I see the charts. So, and this is what I'm talking about. So we're kind of like stalled out here at 63. Now this could just like rip it, just rip down to like 50 or something, but this sort of like stall behavior where it's like contracts are still coming in. You can still see the sales there. There's still plenty of volume, but there's almost no movement. So that part kind of trips me up a little bit. Fair amount of volume coming into that one, that candle. 2,500 contracts in 10 seconds. And we're chilling here around 65-ish. This is the 1 minute chart here. Very average volume right now, which is about 6,200. It's kind of high. A lot of buy volume coming into that. But look at this, like it is staying really steady on price. And then we're getting these big rips in either direction. Big dumps, big rips, whatever you want to call it. Push back up to 65-ish. Definitely don't feel like going long, that's for sure. But we already kind of hit the bottom. At least maybe I think we did. We hit new low. We hit low anyway. Down at 54.65. Almost 1% down on the day. About $50 in total on the ES. It's about 732. What's going on with oil? Probably the same. Yeah, oil's down. Oil's low volume. That was actually a decent short there off 67. Should have seen that coming just as a short off the 50 moving average. There's a new low again. Fresh TTM on the downside. More downward push. And this is what I'm talking about on the on shorts. So on a cyan switch, you can see on the candle we get a big pop, but on a blue to red on the candle, like, we got a green pop before finally actually getting the move, the actual move right here. So, you know, we're several candles delayed a lot of the time, which I find confusing. Rejection off the 9 EMA there. Nice pushback off of that. We broke below 60. Now we're down to 55. Wow. All right, we'll see if we get another situation like this where we get the cyan switch, kind of a push up towards like 50, the 50 moving average for this. I'm going to say like 58, 59 or something, and then go short off that. So here's the push.
Order filled.
Kind of touched my sell order, but didn't fill.
Order filled.
There we go. Made 125 on that one. All right, down 714 on the day. Waiting for 743. Which is a common time I see things push up. Or I should say, high volatility. Market all the way down at 55, 50, or 54, 54 right now. Down $60, 1% on the day. About $60, 57. Bollinger Bands are starting to squeeze together. So when we see that happen, that's kind of where we get these like rips up like that. You can see there's the channel squeeze, and then the rip up, and then the widening. And so here's that channel squeeze again. What does it mean if the Bollinger Band crosses below the 35, I wonder? Push up now to 55.60 on the 50 moving average, which it has rejected on about 50 times today. Breaking out of the Bollinger Band at the moment. Little rejection off 50. We've had several of these sort of false breaks right here, where you can see the 9 and 12 get above the 50 for a second, and then they rip downward. It got caught in one of those. And so normally once this gets up here, we get a nice rip up to at least like the 200 moving average. So that's not what we're seeing this time around today. So currently TTM is at 2.5. I want to see this on the 1 minute chart now. Let's take a look. Negative 14.6. So very negative on the TTM on the 1 minute chart. And a long way to go for the 5200 cross. 79. They're about $15 apart. That's a long way. $54, $57. So 5-minute TTM is at negative 36. It's pretty high, actually. 1 minute, negative 13.9. 10-second chart. There's some downward push there. Try to go short off that.
Order filled.
All right, we're in short right now. Looking to capitalize on this red candle here on the TTM. Let's try to take profits here.
Order filled.
Okay, got out with a micro profit. I wish I had not gone for so much range, but I just took that profit off anyway. So went from 719 to 650. I was trying to go for like 275. I should have gone for like 200. Let's see, 25. I think it's 86. Yeah. Let's see, profits 200. Okay. The automatic take profit set up at 200 now. TopStep X is pretty dope, dude. Honestly, it's a really cool program. Okay, so that was the candle that we tried to get out on. Just tried to take a little too much profit on it. So here is 742, 745 range, and we're getting some more pullback, more sell-off. 54.50 on the chart now. A lot more sell-off. Wow. Raise a. I'm gonna take another bite of my breakfast teriyaki. ES now down 1.2%. That's a lot of drop, man. The 5200 moving averages are about $16 apart. So no bullish movement in sight. Are there any more reports coming out? We got the Fed Waller speech, but the total vehicle sales is just a myth. We're not actually going to get those numbers, it would seem. Every single day they've been pushed out. So we just got the Waller speech at 8, and then the oil rig count at 10. We don't really have anything to like push this up with. We don't really have any like catalysts to really push the market forward, at least in the U.S. markets. Maybe we'll take a look at the so the Trader Hub. What do you think the colors mean on this? Like, there's a whole thing here. It'd be kind of nice to have a legend so that we can figure out which one, like what these all mean. Down 645 on the day. And ES down at 54.45. Wow. Continuing to make new lows. Every time I think it's about done and we've hit the bottom of the day, it does it again. See if this 50 starts to smooth anytime soon and come back up. But these are $20 apart. A long way to go. They have 13.2 on TTM, the 1 minute side. One of our few chances to get back up back here at 723, rejected heavily. And we've pretty much been rejecting along the 9 EMA. We've got 1, 2, I would say 3 here. Potentially a 4th one inbound. Negative 12.3 on TTM. So bounce up to, might short off like 48 if it bounces that high. Which it did actually on this previous candle. Let's see. Might even get another low here. Current low is at 41. Bounce off the low there from 43 up to 45. I want to see a little bit more push up in order to go short on this. Nine is below 12. All that below the 26. TTM's at negative 0.5, so really flat. I really don't start looking at the TTM in terms of movement until it's above 1. Unless it's like a fresh switch or something, but even then, like, not really. I'm looking for it to be above 1, honestly. You know, on either side. So that just popped up to 46 and rejected off of that. Would have been a nice move. Starting to get some brain fade. 11 minutes to 8. There's 35 again. Right there off 46-ish or so. I think we're going to push up a little bit. 9, 12, 26 cross. They sell off from 46.50. Damn. Missed it again. Really tight range on a lot of these. Gotta act like pretty quickly. Fresh reds on TTM on the 10-second chart, and a new low down at 40.5. Bouncing straight up to 43 the moment that hit. $7.50. 10 to 8. Did you ever meet anybody like that? Like you like ask what time it is, and they're like 10 to 8. And you're like, now I got to do math. What? I was just asking the time, not for a math problem. Or a quarter to 9. You're like, what? Okay, 8:45. You know, but it's sort of like you just have to think about it for a second. Might get a new low here. New low push. Taking some decent shorts today. Still down on the day. First losing day this week. Well, this whole account, actually. There's another new low at 40. ES is down $70 on the day. 1.29%. Pretty down. We're still getting rejections off the EMA 35 and off the 50. We're massive distance. Oh, not a massive distance. We're about $9 away from the 5200 cross on the 10-second chart, which, I mean, $9 could be filled in about 15 minutes or less. So, you know. TTM on the 1 minute now, it's negative 10.5-ish. 10.8. By the way, if y'all chilling, hanging out, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. It does help push this content out to other people. It does help us actually grow this channel. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Pretty small channel. Trying to get to 500 subscribers. So, you know, if you get any value out of this, please feel free to hit that like and subscribe. New low again at 54.37. Just looking for that. We're a long way off from our reversal, but like I think we're looking at like 9 o'clock, noon on the East Coast. Another rejection here. Oh, I have my TopStep up. I was going to try to short that rejection, and I just had the wrong window up. Definitely need to get better at streaming. No question. But I was about to take that short right here. Short off about 40. Now for 40. Continuing to push down. Yes, be like, how low can you go? How low can you go? All right. Down at 54.35 now. See if we get a push up to 40. We look to go short off 40. Negative 2.8, negative 3.0 on TTM 10. More lows. Looking for this to kind of fill back up to about 39 or 40 area. I'm gonna go short off that. I don't have a gap here. There we go. New low at 33. I wish this would like just stay where I left it. It's kind of challenging to like, that popped up to 38. It's kind of challenging to switch back and forth between the two of these right now. But I use Tradeovate right now for charting because I don't have all my indicators in TopStep X yet. They're just not ready, not available yet. Popping off a low, off of 33, up to 35. Let's see, negative 1.6 on TTM. Thinking about taking a long here.
Order filled.
All right, I'm in long. I gotta take profit at 125. Ah, damn. Yeah, I knew that was a risk.
Order filled.
There we go. We did get that trade. Now down 525 on the day, so we did come back quite a bit, especially being down over 1,000. So wow, ripping all the way up to 39. Is this finally the rip that we've been looking for all day? We'll see. It's at 7:58. We're on approach to 8 o'clock. 5450 would be the area I'd be looking at as resistance. Nine is still below 12, or okay, 9 is getting above the 35 right now. Okay. Next would be the 12 above 35 and the 9 above the 50. Now we've seen that reject a couple of times today, so I don't want to trust this until we get above 40. Even then, you know, but above 40 is what I'm after here, and I want to see this actually get above, like the 35 get above the 50 moving average. So it'd be ideal since we've seen this reject so many times today. Let's check this on the 1 minute chart. So 1 minute's at -9 on TTM. So 5450 would be right up here at the EMA 35. It's a natural rejection point. 9 is below 12 on the 1 minute side. So that topped at 39 and a quarter. This does look like we do have the yep. Glad I didn't just jump into that, but I was about to. I do want to see this on the 10-second chart. We are above 40. All right, join the bid.
Order filled.
Got in long. We're gonna get out up here at 45. $200 profit is the. My chart just froze
Order
or something.
filled.
Okay, there we go. Massive rip. Holy crap. That's the rip we were looking for all day. This ripped all the way up to 60. Damn. That was crazy. Yo, that was 30,000 contracts. 27,000 contracts that was. New science switch on the 1 minute side. This could have room up to 85, I think. Top up here, the VWAP. That was a nuts move, dude. That was insane. Watch out for a massive pullback, though. Bar is still piling in. Can't even talk.
Order filled.
Made 175 just now. I want to see a pullback to the 200 moving average right here off of. Let's get this back up. So 1 minute cyan switch. There's a 9, 12, 26 crossover. I want to see a pullback to about 54.60. So like a $7 pullback would be ideal. Let's get this on the. This is the move we've been looking for. It was happened at 8. Okay, almost a 5200 cross. I can see a pullback as low as 50. Really wish I took more profit on that first rip. That's okay. Join the bid here.
Order filled.
I don't like this pullback. Yikes. We entered too high on that. We're at 67. I was trying to get at 70. Really should have shorted this. Shit. We made all that money back just to lose it all on one trade, dude. That sucks. Alright, we got the 5200 cross here. This move isn't over though. 6.3 on TTM, 1 minute side. 9 is below 50, above 12. Pulling back to 54, 58 now. Just shorted off that. We'll just go short here for a second.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, made 175 back on that. All right, so now what we're gonna look for is this red yellow followed by a cyan switch on the 10-second side. It's at 54, 53. What a crazy rip that was. Rip from 37 to 70. Pulling all the way back to 5450s. It's got to stay above the sooner moving average. Obviously, that trade up here was foolish. $54, $51. Negative 10 on the TTM 10. I don't like that this 9 is dipping below the 50. This actually looks like it might sell right back off. We'll see. We got a yellow TTM here on the 10 second. We're kind of bouncing on the 200 moving average, which is what I want to see. 54, 52 at the moment. Checking the 1 minute chart. I want to try and check this stuff fast. TTM's at 7.3 on the 1 minute. And we've got resistance up here at about 60. Join the bid here.
Order filled.
Got to exit up at 68. Which we hit 67.50. Dang it, man. No. Oh my god, dude. You keep doing this to me. Massive volatility right now.
Order filled.
I had to cut that. I ended up way worse than how I was earlier in the day. I was down 1,100 or something. I made almost all of it back over really careful trading. Was down 161 on the day, and off 2 trades, lost several $100. I'm enjoying the ass here.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, made 125 back. I'm surprised that this I'm not super surprised that this failed, but I'm kind of surprised that it didn't continue on at least like off of 5450. That's kind of shocking to me. We pulled back almost all the way. Trying to ask again.
Order filled.
We've got to exit at 38. Damn, man, now this thing's popping. Come on now.
Order filled.
Dude. Alright, I just need to walk. My account officially went negative, and we're up. Alright, we were up like 1349. And now the account's negative 173. So, that's like 1,500. We only got like 2,000 Trail Max. This is a funded account too, by the way. Obviously overtraded today for sure. Overtraded yesterday too, but was able to pull like 550 out of the market. So guess you gotta just realize when your edge isn't there. Pretty shocked that this move didn't continue though. At least up to the VWAP. I guess we're so far away from the VWAP though that it kind of worked out that way. Move looks done on the TTM. We're pretty much back down by the lows. We're all the way down in the 30s from the 70s. So pretty crazy sell off there. Honestly, probably should have just shorted it. There's a new red on the 1 minute TTM. Shorting here.
Order filled.
Keeps like, man, I hate shorting, dude. Yo, I gotta close this position.
Order filled.
I felt weird about trading today too. I'm gonna switch this to one contract. Should have taken my loss at 160. We're just gone for a bigger trade on that 8 o'clock rip. All right, we might get a rejection here. We've seen a lot of rejections on the 50 moving average today. Yeah, there it is. So we may, I mean, this is not too far off. It's about $3. There's that rejection though. Yep, there we go. All right. I clearly don't have a handle on things today, but I'm kind of in the position where I have to trade now. So, and I say that because I have to work my way out of the hole. not because I want to overtrade, but because the account is based off the end of the day results. So I'm gonna have to basically trade myself out of a hole. So I'll probably be trading for a lot of the day, which really kind of sucks. Try to just do like 1 to 3 trades a day and make a few $100. Especially when the market's not with me today. We got the low down there at 31, and we're kind of on approach towards it. It's like I want a short, but every time I go to go short, it does this stupid weird pop thing, and then it like hovers out for a while, then it drops. That's why I'm a long trader, dude. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Because obviously you saw me work out of a hole of like 1119. Got down to being red 161, and then continued to trade. Um, where the next trade was a loss of like $600 or $700, putting me right back in the hole on a pretty large amount. Um, so right now, my focus is really going to be to try to just bring back about like $600 or $700. It's going to be a little challenging trading with one contract. Um, but there is plenty of movement, so I can still probably pull a couple $100 out of a single contract. Getting massively more new lows. Probably gonna get a bounce here, and then back to more lows.
Order filled.
Went short there.
Order filled.
Took a quick micro profit. I don't even know how much that trade was. Still down in the 1900s, so it must not have been very much. Two ticks. Joining the bid.
Order filled.
Going for just 2 ticks on the up. 3 ticks.
Order filled.
Dude. Your account is now closed due to violating one rule, maximum loss limit. Restart your funding evaluation journey, and by beginning a new trading combine on your TopStep dashboard, your P&L was negative $2,111.90 at the time of liquidation trigger. Note, actual liquidation value may differ from the trigger value. Free resources. Wow. I made it pretty far in that one. That's pretty frustrating, honestly. I think I made it furthest in this one. I passed it really easily. It was a 50K account. That's heartbreaking. It really is. It really, really is. So, especially because these accounts, these are not cheap. Each one of these is about $180. So, um, I was under the impression though that it was based on the end of the day close, and not at a maximum 2K loss limit. So pretty heartbreaking, honestly. I think one of the reasons why I find it so heartbreaking too is like every time this happens, I have to like break it to my wife, you know? I'd be like, hey, failed another account, you know? So today the force was not with me. And definitely we are, obviously very bearish all day. Yeah, market down pretty massively, and that's pretty heartbreaking. So I'm gonna have to process this, and it's really unfortunate. This pop right here was what I was looking for right here, the one that popped down. Um, yeah. Here we are again. That is the first, second, third. That is now the fourth evaluation that I've failed. Not evaluation. Sorry, funded account. So that is the fourth funded account that I've failed. Um, I don't know how many evaluations it took me to actually start passing these, but now that I'm passing them, it's more expensive than not like not passing them. You just wait for a rebill and at like 30-40 bucks or something like that, and you're fine. Passing them, you pay the 150 plus, the 40 bucks or whatever. So you're in at about 190, between 180 and 200 bucks, which adds like a lot of, I guess it adds a fair amount of pressure, like to keep buying them. Because at that point, like I think I'm definitely a couple grand deep into these for sure. Um, so yeah, it's yeah, I know I can pass them again, man. Um, it's not the passing them that's the problem. It's like I'm trying to get it to the point to where I'm actually getting payouts, and that right there is the has been sort of the biggest challenge. Is um, I can get them up to like, I don't know, 1,300 bucks, maybe 1,500 bucks or something like that in the funded account, but I don't qualify for a payout just yet. And so I keep on trading before I actually take any profits. And and at that point, it's sort of like, well, I think that's kind of where I'm getting tripped up. The other thing I'm obviously getting tripped up too is that like I'm trying to make every day a green day, and I think that like being willing and able to accept the red, like I did have a very brief inclination to walk away with my red 161 on the day today. It was very brief, and I think that obviously that would have been the best decision because you live to trade another day, trade on Monday. Um, but I think that I was a little captivated by the big price action that happened at 8 o'clock. And because of that, I was expecting a little bit more of a bounce, a little bit put more push from buyers and bulls, and that push just never happened. It just went straight back to dropping on the day, which which I found to be a little strange, honestly. But either way, the force was not with me, um, and so we will come back and we will do it again. But definitely a little heartbroken at this particular point in time for that. So Yeah, I agree with that. Knowing when to walk away, because a lot of times I'll walk away. Sometimes I walk away too early. That's another issue as well. So like there's been a couple of times where like I can tell you there was one day earlier this week. Uh what I'm trying to remember what day. I think it was Wednesday earlier this week where I walked away too early and I took too little profits on the table. And I believe that that day was available to be able to make like more like $1,300 or so in that day. There was a lot of opportunity, and I was trading really well. Um, I think that another issue is that I don't cut trades fast enough, especially when the trend is on the downtrend. So practice walking away. Yeah, I have practiced that pretty extensively, actually. Um, so I'm kind of wondering, what is the deal breaker with that? Uh, is it going to be like a set dollar amount? Problem with that is I've had so many days where, I've like lost like $700 or something like that, came back and turned it into a winning day. So I've been really sort of like trying to figure out exactly what it is that is the inclination to walk away. Is it a certain dollar amount lost or certain dollar amount gained? um, or is it uh, you made your profits on leave? What is it exactly? That is going to make it to where walking away is like seems like the best decision to me at the time. So it's a question that I'm pondering, and I have been pondering seemingly endlessly for a very very long time. A loss of $200 or three, four, or $500 or whatever is not necessarily enough to make me walk away, especially when I've come out of those situations so many times. So it's like, well, do I walk away on this or do I keep on trading? And I guess that the answer to that, and I'm just riffing here, but I guess that the answer to that would be more, yeah, let the market tell you. Be more like, um, yeah, when you lose focus of your system and it's about money. Mm, when it becomes about money. All right, I can see that. Y'all can't hear it, but there's this music that's playing with this. There you go. I think that's true when it becomes about money. So then the question is, if it's not about money, and obviously to some extent it has to be about money, but money is just a scoreboard. So what is it then that it has to be about on those days? See, normally, how do I put it? I'm not sure I know how to put this into words, but I'm gonna try. Normally, it's just about executing the system, and it's about trying to be the best version of myself, I guess. It's to push myself, to compete with myself. So I guess when it becomes about money, that's interesting. Because then at that point, is it really about competing with myself? Is it really about trying to be the best I can be? You know. Would it be better to actually know what you're doing and confident in your system? That's what you should want. Money comes if you could do that. Yeah, and that's just it. Like I am confident when I'm doing long side. Like when I'm focused on long trading or like I have a very specific system and a very specific strategy that works very well for me. But like that strategy was not working today. And so that's a good indicator in and of itself is like, is that strategy even applicable today? Um, and so, if that answer is no, then maybe the answer is just don't trade. And the walk away is don't take any trades at all. Yeah. When the strategy is just not working for the day. Because I think it's pretty clear that it's like, okay, well, I obviously can do this, but not every day. Um, like there's gonna be days like today where the market just doesn't favor the strat. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bearish day or a bullish day because I've used my strategy on bearish days with great success. But what it does mean, and I can show it right here on the screen, exactly what wasn't working. So if we go check this out. So like normally I would take this cyan switch, and this actually does look like it worked here. Normally I would take that cyan switch, exit about right there. But if we look at these other ones, a lot of these didn't actually work out. Um, like this cyan switch happened here, which means my entrance would have been about right there. So the exit would have needed to be here, and then it would have failed. Um, Outside of the cyan switch, though, there's the 9, 12, 26, and that's this, and this crossover here. These are kind of bad examples. Earlier, they weren't working. Yeah, right in here. Like this, especially. This happened twice, and I got faked out on this. Where we had this 9, 12, 26, we got this cyan, and it was an instant push and drop. And with the 9 getting above the 50 like that, this is something that almost invariably works for me. Even on bearish days, where once that 9 gets above there, it'll push to about here and then drop. And with this much rejection off of this is like, this was, I mean, pretty crazy. But and it's like now, now when I'm looking at it, it's like, okay, well, now I'm seeing it play out, I'm seeing it work, etc. But hindsight's 2020, and also too, will this even remain? I mean, obviously it was pretty untrustworthy today. Strat in and of itself was pretty untrustworthy today. So, and this is probably one of the worst losing days I've had in a very long time. Let's take a look at the stats. Let's see if I can still access them. Yeah. Okay. So my win ratio apparently was 76%. That must have been all of that stuff that I was working my way out of that hole off those first like 2 trades. My day win was 63%. But like, if you look at this, 7 out of the 8 trades that I lost in this whole account were all the day. And we still had a win loss of 12 and 7 today, but you can see the profit factor difference. So like there's our average loss right there. It's like over $400. Our wins are like way small. And that's because I kept taking shorts and taking those like micro, those little micro trades. So, and you can see, this is the only losing day that we've had. Yeah, 19 trades. Also, too, yesterday, like we had 3 or 4 trades or something like that, and then we overstayed our welcome and ended up giving away half our profit, uh, only to work our way back up to close to 500. So yesterday was a good example of how it was starting to flip. So I want to take a look at yesterday's. Where's the trade history? Huh. Yeah, we had this one loss, but that one loss, I guess, was 305. Yeah. Anywho, I'm just getting lost in the stats now. Create a special project where you note or observe and note more of when your signals give you false signals. What are all the tells if you sorry, my vision, man. Keep a list track. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here, deal with the rest of the day, let go, and grow. So thanks so much for being here, everybody. I do appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the feedback. Definitely. I obviously have some reflection to do and some of that stuff to deal with. So, all right, guys, love you, appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you Monday. All right, peace out.